The biggest mistake you're making right now is focusing on only diamond certificates on the numbers when you're buying an engagement ring. Why? Because that is not the only thing that matters. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Bonnie with Buy Bonnie Jewelry, where I talk about all things diamonds. So, I don't know if you guys remember, I had two different real clients who emailed me or came to me, hey Bonnie, I only want like 56 table and 60 depth. And I'm like, okay, have you seen a diamond with 62% table and 60 depth? Have you? Do you know what the differences are? The answer is probably no. And when they are being presented in front of you, you probably won't know which one is which if I didn't show you the certificate. Look at this video right now. Take a look at this. One is 56 table, one is 60 table. Can you see the difference? Probably not. Which one's which? My main point of this video is I'm not saying don't care about the certificate. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't focus on just the certificate, okay? I don't know if you guys remember. A while ago, I had these clients that came to me with this list. I made a full video. Their video went viral, by the way, about an oval diamond. Okay, they came in, they Google research, they gave me the list, and they're like, oh yeah, this is the perfect parameter of an oval diamond. And then they went and saw that particular stone, and it had a double tuxedo bow tie. It was a bad stone. So I gave him this same walkthrough, and he ended up getting a beautiful ring. So another one client who went online on a very well-known retailer website, spent over $100,000 on a stone. Can you imagine like sending money to some company for $100,000 and then you never seen the thing, right? And she got it and she's like, oh, it looks beautiful. Turns out that there was a tinge on the stone. It was not disclosed on the certificate. So for those of you who are like only zeroing in on all these numbers, that is the biggest mistake you're making. And the reason why is that it goes beyond the certificate, you guys. I'm talking about craftsmanship. I'm talking about the way the stone looks. Any experience with a jeweler will tell you sometimes a stone that faces down a certain color doesn't face up the same way. Or if you're buying an oval and you're looking at the everything is excellent, and then you look at the stone and be like, what? It's a terrible cut. So because fancy shapes don't have cuts on the certificate, you guys. So when you're looking at a certificate, it only tells you about the center stone, right? The piece. But that's only such a just one part of the ring. What about the rest of the ring? So for example, when you're buying the house, an inspector walks in, they're like, oh, they're not gonna say, oh, nice light fixture. They're gonna say, let me look at the foundation. Let me look at everything else that's beyond the wall. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you a few things that is actually relevant to you on a diamond certificate when you're buying a diamond. Okay, first things first, I would say, of course, the carat and the shape of the diamond right here, right where it says shape and cutting style and carat weight. That probably matters to you the most, right, ladies? How big is your diamond? So that one is probably relevant to you. The second thing I always check every single thing, is almost like a diamond, the whole journey of when I'm making a ring. I always make sure that the diamond number that is lasered on your diamond actually gonna match up with the final product that you have. Of course, I do this manually. I check this every single time, so there's no mix up on, you know, if this is your diamond, right? So that laser number, it's on the girdle of your diamond. So where is the girdle of the diamond? Right here. It's like a thin line, and people that fixate on, you know, the girdle part, that you should, don't worry about that. All the modern cuts of newer diamonds typically have really good girdle, and the girdle, what is it for? Is for when the prong is holding onto the stone so you can secure the stone in the setting. For those of you who don't know much about the cut grade, here's a cut grade that you can look at. But again, focus on the beauty of the stone. And when you look at clarity, I would say check where the inclusions are and if they are like very visible to your eyes, right? So that's another thing that you can look at when you're focusing on a certificate. If it has a clarity, a lot of inclusions, it might look scary at first because there's a bunch of red dots and circles and stuff, but in real life that might not be visible at all. Like even if you have a plot that's like, oh, red and green and lines and all that, that doesn't mean anything unless you get an expert to look at it. Is it an eye clean stone? Does the inclusion bother the stone? Sometimes an SI2 you can see very little, or even a really bad VS2 would just have one inclusion, but it's huge and it's very visible. So get expert help on that for sure. For the rest of everything else, really, you know, I rarely look at certificates because I just look at the beauty of the stone. That's like, if you ask me, all the diamonds that I have that I wear, my engagement ring, all of that, I look at the stone first. I face up how it looks. Is it beautiful? To me, is it sparkly? That's the most important part. And then I get the certificate. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just stick it in the safe. I wish I had a certificate to show you of a diamond that has, you know, all these inclusions, but all of our lovely Pave clients love my curated stones, and I try to help them to find a very clear, flawless, as beautiful, perfect as possible. So I hope you learned a lot in this video. Make sure you like my video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at @ByBonnieJewelry. And what topic do you want to talk about in my next video? Let me know below. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye.